Shalom Yashrallah Yahawada, Brother Malach, back with a biblical breakdown. Lesson indeed. This one is titled, The UFOs, the clouds, are making a major return. The UFOs, the clouds, are making a major return. The UFOs, the clouds are making a major return. And the thing is, it's not that far-fetched. It's not even hard to dissect that doctrine, because the doctrine is true. The doctrine is accurate. You may ask, how so, Malach? How so? How so? Well, let's dive into the scrolls. Nothing like these scrolls, especially in this time and era, which is prophetic times. Dummies like to say those are the old days, the Bible days. Slachia. But little do they know we're living in the Bible days. These are modern Bible days. These are the latter days of prophetic days, of Bible days. Let's go into Exodus. In order to understand the future, you must understand the past and know of the past. This is why history, Salat, history is the greatest subject ever. History. You can't know the future unless you know the history. History, and history repeats itself. We're going to go into the scrolls of Exodus when our ancestors, at this point now in 2024, if this even is the year of 2024, you know, this devil, he lies so much. And remember, the scroll said that he sought to change times and calendars and etc. But in this year of 2024, if you don't know by now, that the so-called Latino, Negro, and Native Indian, and all of those so-called people dispersed amongst the other nations are the Israelites, then you've been living under a rock. But we are the Israelites, the Hebrews, the bloodline, blood by blood, not by conversion or religion or false policies. We are the bloodline Israelites. It runs through our DNA. We are the bloodline Israelites from the 12 tribes. But going into the scroll book of Exodus 13, here we have the UFOs, the UAPs, the clouds, the chariots, because Yahweh has put this topic on my spirit. He has put this topic on my spirit. Let's just call a spade a spade. And I really been going through this topic. And when you do research on this topic, you know, you'll see that it has been a surge, a major surge with these UFOs, these UAPs, these clouds, these chariots, specifically the angels. The Bible dubs them the clouds, the angels. The angels, they are angelic vehicles, angelic transport, angelic. They're dimensional, extraterrestrial. They're angelic. They're gods, no little gods within their own right. And this is why they hover over these nuclear sites, these U.S. militaries, these Iraq militaries, all of these heathens military bases. And they fly over them, turn on and turn off the missiles. They turn them on and turn them off. They destroyed them. They eradicate them. You know how fast a missile goes when these dumb devils launch them? That missile is going at the speed of light. And here you have this angel, which they call a UFO or a UAP, that gets right in front of the missile and dismembers the missile. You don't believe me? You think I'm lying? Okay.
Shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shoot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in.
This is actual footage. And these devils got all type of footage, man. They got all type of footage. You know, these devils, they love to activate or to operate in secrecy. But like the scrolls state in Luke 12:2, I'll grab that. Let me grab the Gospels, Luke 12:2. Luke 12:2, which is one of my favorite scrolls texts. But there's so many of them, it's just ridiculous to just like one. But Luke 12, chapter 2, it says, for there is nothing, Luke 12, chapter 2, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So that's just prophecy. But this ex-pilot or ex-veteran, whatever you want to call him, he was in the military, I assume, or he was a pilot of some sort. And he's seen this with his own eyes, and he's Salak, and he is, telling the story.
Shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the
direction. And remember, this missile is going in the air, and yet you have this angelic, dimensional, English, funky ass language, extraterrestrial, angelic UFO that's doing maneuvers with the missile and putting this beam of light on it.
It was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shoot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in.
So you know I'm not lying. We prophets, we don't lie. We can't lie. We are we can lie, but we are told not to lie. You shouldn't just lie. Thou should not lie. Thou should not commit adultery, fornication, covet, etc., amongst one another, and I would say amongst the heathen of some sort as well. But let's grab some more.
The warhead, the dummy warhead, the chaff that was put out in front of it as a decoy to deflect the Russian anti-missile tracking radar.
And this is what these devils been trying to keep under the radar. But like the prophecy states, what's hid will be revealed. Everything will be revealed before, well, just about everything. But then again, everything will be revealed before the great and terrible day of the Lord. But it's Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, man. Yahweh, the great day of Yahweh. So this is not the only footage or capture. These pilots, they've been seeing these things for ages, man. Since 1942, 1952, 1960 this, 1970 this. And one major event was the Battle of Los Angeles. It actually happened. Yahweh allowed these angels, the chariots, to pop out even more. and the Battle of Los Angeles. These devils actually made a movie on the event, on the historical event that happened in the month of February 1942, I believe, in which, you know, a couple weeks after the World War II, these angels popped out. Yahweh allowed them to pop out, and they were shooting all type of grenades, ammunition, all type of manly carnal weaponry, and it didn't do nothing to these angelic beings because they're spiritual beings. They're angels. And, you know, they turned off, well, not turned off, but they turned on their lights to see what was in the airspace. And they caught this mega ship, if you will. Some call it it wasn't the mothership, but it was a mega ship. This stuff is like Halo, man. No wonder why my spirit loved Halo so much. And not only my spirit, but spirits of everybody. Because that's exactly was like sort of about to happen. Like the Covenant and the Spartans, you know, Master Chief and whatnot, you know, they would be the military bases trying to defend against the Covenant or the extraterrestrials. You know, art imitates life. Art imitates life. So that thing is real. But
everything was flying along, and suddenly, in the same direction this stuff was flying at about 8,000 miles an hour, an object came into the frame, shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came.
See, why they got you worried about everyday survival, in which these devils could just make it to where everything is just comfortable and the way it's supposed to be. But that's why it's going to be like that when the Israelites, when we come back into our authority and rulership and righteousness. You know, when the wicked rules, the people mourn. But when the righteous is in power and authority, the people rejoice. And that's roughly paraphrased. But meanwhile, just to make my case in point, they got everybody worried about everyday survival. Meanwhile, we got galactic wars going on in the heavens. We got UFOs and UAPs and chariots and angels and demons fighting and warring all before us. You know, you see how deep this is? See how deep this is? This is deep. You got galactic wars happening, well, little galactic wars, because these are just little galactic wars. The big galactic war is which the Bible, the scrolls deem as Armageddon or Harmageddon. But meanwhile, you got all of this taking its place, and they got you worried about shit that really don't even matter when you really digest it all. But back to the flip.
Man.
Well, I don't see it. Why didn't you see this when you were shooting it?
Well, it was 600 to 800 miles away from us.
Oh, I got you. And they confiscated.
Well, first of all, the Major Mansman said to me, "What was that? Were you guys screwing around up there?" I said, "No, sir." And he said, "Then tell me what that was." And I said, "We got a UFO." And he said, "Lieutenant, you are never to speak of this again. As far as you're concerned, this didn't happen. You mind if I speak?"
As far as I'm concerned, this didn't happen. See, there go Esau lying again. You know, secrecy, lying. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. And that's all. And that's all what the devil means. It means deceiver. You know, you see, you hear, can you conceive? But there's so much footage, so many captures of these UFOs, these UAPs, these angelic vehicles being spotted and seen and getting ready for the feed. I'm going to say that. They're getting ready for the big feed, for the big feast. And that is a metaphor for Armageddon. But let's get into the historical facts, the biblical facts. Exodus 13. when Moses and our ancestors, the Israelites, were fleeing out of Egypt. It says in Exodus 13:21, it says, and Yahweh went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud. So Yahweh he puts his spirit upon the prophets, upon his teachers, his apostles, his men, his Israelites. So I did my research and found out pillar means leading light. Pillar means leading light, power, strength. These are all of these synonyms that go with pillar: leading light, strength, power. So when you read Exodus 13:21, and the Lord went before them by day in a leading light of power, of a cloud. And the Lord went before them, Exodus 13:21, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud. You do the etymology on pillar, you do the research on pillars. The synonyms that go with it is power, strength, leading light. And it's not far-fetched. It says, and the Lord went before them by day in a leading light or pillar of a cloud, a UFO, a chariot, to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light to go by day in the night. So it was a leading light by day, and then it was a leading light of fire by night to guide them through the night in the wilderness of crossing over out of Egypt. And it's not too far-fetched, because all of this talk about these orbs, these bright light UFOs, bingo, it's right there identified in the biblical scrolls. These orb lights, these UFOs, these UAPs, these orb lights, they go from that fiery orange to that bright white light. And this is what these are the angels. This is what Yahweh was using to guide the Israelites, our ancestors, out of Egypt. And they're back here today. They never left. They always been here. Their job, what is their job? Well, their job is to watch the Israelites and camp over the Israelites, to watch over the Israelites, to encamp over the Israelites, and not just us, but to surveillance and monitor the works of men, to watch over the works of men. Exodus 13:22, it says, he took not away the pillar of the cloud, the UFO, the UAP by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. And I know this is true because you have the footage. The UFOs, the UAPs is out, and you can identify it right with the scripture. And not only that, I'm a person that's speaking from actual experience. I've seen these UFOs, the angels, they're the angels. I've seen the angels with my own two eyes. Multiple times, multiple nights. You be thinking those are stars. But the last time I checked, stars don't move in formations. Stars don't move out of their places. Straight angels doing their job. Even caught some, on the move when I was riding my bike one night. Well, a couple nights. But I always see the angels during the night. They really get active during the night. I seldom, well, really, I haven't. Well, I saw one like in the day, and it was passing over a cloud. It was real metallic looking, and that was, the angel UFO, the angelic transport. It was like metallic, and it flew over the cloud. That's a time I seen it or seen them. Most of the times is at night, like I just said, and then me and my cousin, he can vouch for this. We seen the angels when they were in a big formation. It was like 12, 13 of them. We was walking down, and they looked like fireballs of amber. Fireballs of amber. And they was doing a whole formation. And you can see this whole thing takes its course, or take its place right on these captures, these footages, these videos. And it's the same exact thing. So it is what it is, man. The truth is the truth. So let's grab some more proof.
Ages. Open up the scrolls.
Let's grab a cleaner without the music. Let's see. So these are the angels, man, the UFOs, the UAPs, man. And you see this devil, he knows that his time is short. He knows that the major prophecies are kicking in, but he really knows that his time is short. And this is why he came up with the Space Force. The Space Force, as if that's going to help. Like I said, man, art imitates life. Star Wars, Star Troops, Starships, Independence Day, all of those apocalyptic, galactical, space invasion type movies. Yeah, it's real. They know. They know. Let's go into some more scrolls because I can't find the stupid video, but let's grab. So we go into Exodus just to get the history on it. So we know that this stuff it's in the history books, it's in the biblical books, man. Exodus, the Torah. Exodus 14:19, it says, "And the angel of God," you hear that? Exodus 14, Exodus 14:19. "And the angel of God, Yahweh, which went before the camp of Israel," our ancestors, "removed and went behind them, and the pillar of the cloud," that's the angel. The angel is the pillar of the cloud. The pillar of the cloud is the angel. I'll read it again. Exodus 14:19. "And the angel of Yahweh, God, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them, and the pillar of the cloud." Remember what pillar means: power, strength, leading light. When you see these orb chariots, these orb UFOs, it's exactly that. A light bulb, a light of power, of strength, a cloud. It says, "And the pillar of the cloud went from before their face and stood behind them. And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and of the Israelites. And it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to the Israelites, so that the one came not near the other all the night." So it's separated. So this thing was so powerful. This angel was so powerful that it made it seem dark on the Egyptian side, but it made the day seem as if it was night on the Egyptians' end, but it made the day seem as if it was day on the Israelites' end. If I'm dissecting that right. Exodus 14:20, "And it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, the Israelites, and it was a cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to the Israelites, so that the one came not near the other all the night." So it divided. But see, only the prophets and real biblical scholars will dissect these prophecies, these secrets of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, because we are the prophets. That is who we are. We are the scholars, the teachers, etc., coming back in our last lot. I keep stressing this lot. And not only I, but all of the rest of the prophets and the teachers and the scholars, the biblical scholars that come out of the house of Judah, that come out of the house of Israel. We keep stressing to everyone that everyone is fulfilling their lot. This is the last lot. This is the last road call before that great and terrible day of his return. And it's only going to be terrible to the wicked. But okay, so we identified the clouds, the UFOs in the Torah and Exodus. That's Exodus 14:19-20, and that is Exodus 13:22-23. The clouds, the UFOs, the UAPs. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Matter of fact, I want to find this vid. You already heard one. I don't know how that's full when I just deleted and cleared, but whatever. Let's grab favorites. That's what I wanted. So here, that amber of light, that a fire by night.
Power. All right, a chariot showing his power, showing his wonder. The Most High is showing his power, using his vehicles.
Look at that.
And this is just the surface. This is just scratching the surface of things that are to come.
Look at the fire unfolding
Right.
within it.
This is just
Fire by day, fire
power.
by night.
All right, a chariot showing his power, showing his wonder, the Most High showing his
UAP
power,
UFO.
using his vehicles. And this is just the surface. This is just scratching the surface of things that.
But that's not a UFO nor a UAP. Yahweh calls them his angels, angelic transport, and they are the clouds. And we just identified them in the book of Exodus, and they're in the book of Samuel as well. So, you know, these devils, they love to lie, man. That's one of their little powers. To lie and to deceive, deception. They want to tell you that these things are coming to well, actually these UFOs, these angels, they are coming to eradicate them. They are coming to do them harm. I got to be honest. I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar like Esau. I'm not going to lie to you. They're coming to eradicate the wicked, and they're coming to eradicate America, Israel, and all of the wicked places thereof. It's biblical prophecy. It's prophecy. It's prophecy. It's biblical prophecy. But let's grab some more proof
about UFOs and nuclear weapons that took place in Washington. At it, a U.S. Air Force captain called David Shindeli said he was part of an incident in which a UFO disabled 10 nuclear ICBM missiles. Here's part of what he said.
So these angels dismantled, decimated 10 nuclear missiles.
There has been a long history of UFO incidents and encounters, with much investigation of them from 1947 and even earlier. In September of 1966, I was the Minuteman ICBM Launch Control Officer and Deputy Commander of a launch crew stationed at Minot Air Force Base.
So like I said, Star Wars, Star Trek, Starships, Starship, Independence Day, even to Transformers and the other robot movie, Pacific Rim. You know, these end like apocalyptic space invasion type movies, scenarios. This stuff is all backed by biblical prophecy, biblical scrolls. You know, they like to dress it up and sprinkle it up in the movies in Hollywood and make it look like, you know, a movie production. But the Bible tells you what these things are. These are the angels. These are the angelic transport, the angelic vehicles, the watchers, if you will, the monitors that watch over earth, that watch over us. And like I said, they've been dismantling nuclear sites, turning the nuclear sites off and on. Turn the whole nuclear site off and then turn the whole nuclear site on. That's power. That's power unfathomable. Then they dismembered 10 missiles. This guy's explaining it right here. So the prophets were not lying. We're telling you the truth. But this thing is only for the elect anyway, man. So we know most of you idiots are not going to get it anyway because you're idiots.
North Dakota.
But then again, I won't even say you're idiots, but I'm not going to even say that because I'm not going to even put that blame on you too much. I'm going to say that because Yahweh tells you who will get it and who will not. Let's grab the scrolls. Job 12, chapter 10. Job chapter 12, verse 10. Salachia. It says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. Verse 12, it says, with the ancient is wisdom, and in the length of days is understanding. Sure enough. Verse 16 is what I want. It says, with him, Yahweh, is strength. Yeah, a lot of power, unfathomable power. Hence, these UFOs, these UAPs that Yahweh, or whom you ignorantly call God, has created. It says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are both his. So that's why you idiots can't get it, because he deceived you. He didn't want you to get it. He have put this knowledge, this wisdom, this comprehension on the elect. That's just the whole truth. Only the elect will comprehend this. You know, if you tell somebody, right now it's 2024. The average person should be hip to UFOs, UAPs, and galactical invasion by now. It shouldn't be something far-fetched. Like all of this technology, the way that technology has massively moved forward, this shouldn't be a shock of surprise. And then your Pentagon, your own funky government, they already released documentations and had meetings on these UFOs. So they already told you that they're real. And they're not UFOs, they're angels. They're angelic extraterrestrial beings. And they're coming to do the bidding of the Great One. They're coming to do the bidding of the Great One. And that is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, in which Job is talking about. With him is strength, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and wisdom. The deceive and the deceiver are his. So this is why certain people can't get it. But carrying on with the video.
I was involved in a UFO incident at that time where a flying object tampered with and took down a total of 10 nuclear-tipped ICBM missiles by rendering them unlaunchable.
This angel dismembered 10 nuclear missiles. I'll say that again. This angel dismembered, dismantled, eradicated 10 nuclear missiles. This is what this heathen just said. This Edomite, to be specific.
Missiles by rendering them unlaunchable. Nuclear-tipped ICBM missiles by rendering them unlaunchable. Of a launch crew stationed at Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota. I was involved in a UFO incident at that time where a flying object tampered with and took down a total of 10 nuclear-tipped ICBM missiles by rendering them unlaunchable.
See, that's just the power of whom you ignorantly call God, man. That's all that is. That's just the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Let's grab some log on to some scrolls. Let's go into Isaiah 66. So this is the big main event, man. This is the WrestleMania event. This is what's coming down the pike real fast. This is what's coming very, very soon. It is the return. You know, people like to say the return of the gods. I mean, technically they're right. But these people think that the Anunnaki and Planet Nibiru and Planet X and all of that persuado garbage, they think that's what's coming, but that's not what's coming. What's coming is the main event, which is held within prophecy. It says Isaiah 66, prophet Isaiah says, verse 15, for behold, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, this is what's coming. This is who's coming. It says, for behold, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, but it says, Lord will come with fire and with chariots, the clouds, the UFOs. You know, some of them are here. You know how it goes, man. You know, they send out the spies. You know, it's just warfare, man. This is modern warfare. You send out the spies. You even send out the messengers, the spies, the messengers. This is what these UFOs, these UAPs are. You know, these UFOs, they're the messengers. They're the messenger ranks, the spy ranks. You know, they go out, watch, monitor, you know. But then when the war kicks up, when everything kicks up, then you send out the big guns. You send out the Marines. You send out the Black Ops. You send out the big bangs. So this is what's leading up, man. This is what the average idiot doesn't comprehend. It says Isaiah 66:15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots, the clouds. He's going to bring the real soldiers in, the real power packs in. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger Why is he so angry? You know, one of my favorite lines, I believe that's the Joker. Why so serious? I believe that's the Joker. Matter of fact, I want to grab that. Let's Yahweh willing, we can grab that. Yahweh willing, let's grab that. What is that? Ah, man, I love that what's the name, man?
A drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than a bit. So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughs. Why so serious? And why so serious?
Well, that's the one I could grab, but that's not the one I wanted. You know which one I wanted, man. Why so serious? That one. But yeah, man, why is Yahweh Shai so angry? Why is he coming back with anger? With fierce anger? Well, for one, the way that the Edomites are ruling the world. For two, you have his people in these situations and in these conditions. Three, you have whitewashed his people, lied. Four, even with mass proof and artifacts, you're still lying and deceiving. So yeah, that's why he's very angry. That's why he's serious. Why so serious? This is Isaiah 66:15. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with the flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai," but it says Lord, "will plead with all flesh." And that's not only to you heathen nations, you know, that's to the 2/3 of Israel too. The 2/3 of Israel, they are going to get judged as well. And it's going to be a harsh judgment, just as well as you heathen nations. You're going to get judged with the harsh judgment. And the only ones that's going to be saved, beamed up in those spaceships, is the elect. Technically, well, just the elect of the Israelites. Only the elect Israelites are going to get beamed up in these ships. The Gentiles, the heathens, that's going to be salvaged according to the other prophecies, especially Prophet Amos chapter 9 verse 11 through 12. I believe these other Gentiles are coming out of the other lands, or when we come back down. I believe, but let's grab some more scrolls. So we have that. Let's grab Revelations 1:7. This really hits the nail on the head. It says Revelations 1:7. Behold, he comes with clouds. Remember, we just figured out what the clouds were. These UFOs, these UAPs, these chariots, these angels. They are the angels, the watchers, the monitors. And like I said, Yahweh has only sent out, you know, rank 1, if you will. Rank 1 or rank 2. He only sent out rank 1 and rank 2. And they're doing their monitoring, watching, and spying. When this thing really takes its course, when these devils really turn it up, as far as coming against the children of Israel, and well, you know, really, that's really what it is, coming against the children of Israel and warring in World War III. When that ramps up, he's going to send out rank 4, rank 5, rank 7, all the way into rank to the top tier rank. And when that happens, that's Armageddon. So Revelations 1:7, behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So the same souls that pierced him back in the day are here again. See, this is deep, deep mysteries of the kingdom, deep mysteries of the scrolls. An average Joe cannot comprehend that. It says, and they which pierced him, that him is Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, will see him again. Every eye will see him. So that means everybody is back in their lot. We're all back in our lot for this final hour, for this final day. Revelations 1:7, behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. But the point was, behold, he comes with clouds. The UFOs, rank 5, rank 7, he's coming with the big guns. That's my whole metaphor. That's my whole point. He's coming with the big guns when this thing really ramps up, when Yahweh allows it to go full throttle. And we're heading in those times right now, man. Let's grab some more. That was Revelations, that was Isaiah, that was Luke 9. So just to back that up, man, it says in Luke 9, this is a scenario in which Hamashiach Yahweh Shai was with Peter, James, and John. And Yahweh showed me this, man. This was truly amazing right here, man. This was outstanding. Luke 9, it says, while he thus spoke, there came a cloud, a UFO, a UAP, a chariot, a cloud, and overshadowed them. When you read this occasion in Luke chapter 9, this is when Yahweh Shai took Peter, John, and James up on the mountain. And, you know, they were doing what they were doing for the time being. And then this cloud, this UFO, it came and overshadowed them. It says, while he thus spoke, Luke chapter 9, verse 34, while he thus spoke, there came a cloud, a UFO, a UAP, and overshadowed them. And they feared as they entered into the cloud. What grown men are going to be scared of sky clouds? If that's actually a sky cloud, you idiots. What grown men are going to actually enter into a sky cloud? How can you enter into, I can go outside right now. I can't enter into a cloud, a sky cloud, that white fluffy cloud that's up there. I can't enter into it. No one can enter into it. It's a sky cloud. So this here is talking about UFOs, UAPs, angelic vehicles, angelic transportation, angelic transport. This is what took place. Luke 9:34 says, while he thus spoke, there came a cloud, a UFO, a UAP, angelic transport, and overshadowed them. And they feared, they were shook, they were scared. What grown men do you know that would be scared of a sky cloud if it really was an actual sky cloud that comes out before it comes to rain? No man on earth. It says, and they feared as they entered into the cloud. It was a UFO, you idiots. So all of that stuff in the Star Wars, the Star Trek, starships, Independence Day, anything about these galactic ships, this is what they get it from, and from the prophecies. It says, and there came a voice out of the UFO, the cloud, Luke chapter 9, verse 35, and there came a voice out of the cloud saying, this is my beloved son, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, hear him. So not only did they go up into the cloud, the voice, I don't know if that was an archangel or if that was the voice of Yahweh, the great one himself. We don't know. I can't tell. It says, and when the voice was past, Yahweh Shai was found alone, and they kept it closed, and they told no man in those days. They kept it secret. So you go back and do your knowledge some more. You go into the book of Exodus, where it all started, the Torah, and you learn here again that not only did Yahweh Shai, James, Peter, and John go into a spaceship, Moses himself went into a spaceship, UFO, aka UAP, angelic transport, angelic vehicle, cloud, the clouds. And that is in Exodus. What is that? Exodus. This is why Yahweh says, blessed are those that read his scrolls. But you know, we've been reading these scrolls for years, and I didn't understand them until he fully woke me up, the prophets, the teachers, the scholars. He can only wake you up to these scrolls, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. When he reignites you back to your history, your heritage, and your history. That's the only way, man. This is how the scrolls unravel, like the Da Vinci Code, cracking the Da Vinci Code. We, the prophets, have cracked the Da Vinci Code. We have the secrets of the mysteries of heaven. We know what's taking its place in the midst of the earth, because we're getting that full download from the creator of the clouds himself. We don't need your iCloud, Apple. Where you think you got it from? Steve Jobs, Apple, the clouds, the chariots, the UFOs, the real download, the original download. Let's grab Exodus. That is Exodus, I believe, 14. So spaceships, man, UFOs, UAPs. This stuff is realer than real itself. Exodus 24. Exodus chapter 24. That's what it is. Exodus chapter 24. And when you read that in the NIV, man, you got to read it in the NIV. A newer translation. Exodus 14. What is that? Exodus 14. Exodus 14. Exodus 14. Exodus 14. Bear with me, Yasharali Yahweh. Exodus 14. Exodus 14. And see, these, I'm willing to bet that these devils, deceivers, already knew about this. And that's why they want to make these angels, that's why they're painting them to be bad, you know, so they can hide the existence of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. You know, it's one of his biggest tricks, to try to hide the existence of God. But Exodus 24 verse 20, Exodus chapter 24 verse 18, it says, then Moses. So this is all the way back in the day. Remember, Moses' era, Moses' time is way before whom you ignorantly call Jesus, Yahweh Shai, and John and James and Peter's time. This is all the way back in the day. Exodus chapter 24 verse 18, it says, then Moses entered the cloud. How can you enter a sky cloud? How can grown men be scared of a sky cloud? My point. And I'm going to stop right there and let's grab some footage, because those are not sky clouds. Those are clouds as in UFOs, spaceships. They're not actual sky clouds. They're the chariots. The Bible speaks in code. The Bible is coded, deep coded, but only the prophets can unravel the Da Vinci Code, if you will. We were given the download, the cloud, to unravel these mysteries, these prophecies. And that's all glory to Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shai. But where is it? Let's grab some more. Let's go. Open up. Salak. Bear with me, Yasharala. Now I don't want to work, but through the spirit, we're going to make it work.
In 1952, we saw that those UFOs just embarrassed all of our military jets.
Now, he used to work, one of these agents for one of these silly looking companies or corporations, whatever they call themselves these days, man. Your gov, your lying, the deceitful gov, man. He was an agent for one of those what's the names, but even
In 1952, we saw.
So 1952, this is when the angels encampeth the U.S. Capitol. This is when they seen like 17 to 20 orb lights surrounding the Capitol. These orbs, these clouds, these UFOs, these angels surrounded the U.S. Capitol.
That those UFOs just embarrassed all of our military jets and did circles around them, did over-unders, and for 14 days they just humiliated our Air Force and could very easily have destroyed them. Very easily. And they didn't. They didn't. They just hung around for 14 days for some reason. I don't know why. And they buzzed all over the Capitol and everywhere. And those appeared to be genuine UFOs at that time.
So we're not lying when we spew out this truth, man. You know, these chariots, these clouds, these angels, they're all around, man. What happened to Malaysia Flight 53 or 57?
The search spanning years finally.
the angels, Yahweh said he didn't want that plane to go where they thought it was going to go. So he zapped it. All of these alien abductions, these are not alien abductions. These are angel abductions. These is angelic interference. This is heavenly galactic warfare, if you will.
Coming to an end. But this crazy footage is giving us an idea no one had even imagined. This is the alleged Flight 370. And
so Malaysia Flight 370.
During its flight.
And you have it on footage. It's right here on camera. This video is everywhere, all over the internet. You literally have these clouds, like 6-7 clouds, surround this plane and zap the plane.
It seemed to have encountered a bunch of flying orbs, weirdly zooming over.
Flying orbs. You can see the orbs. Matter of fact, let me show you. You see the orbs right here. These are the clouds that's mentioned in the Bible.
Its tail. The plane continues its flight as if unaware of its fate. And just as it reaches for the clouds, a sudden zap, and it's gone. Many believe this could be proof that the entire flight was abducted by aliens.
And you really can't see on that, but you catch my drift, man. These are the angels, man. They're the angels, and they encampeth the prophets. They encampeth the righteous ones. They encampeth the election. They encamp around and protect us. Like I said, I have seen these angels on multiple occasions throughout my course of life. Randomly, or really it's not randomly. Everything is plotted and planned by Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. I seen them because Yahweh wanted me to see them. Like I said, I seen the angels certain nights, multiple nights. I rarely ever see them in the day. They always appear to me during the night. Stars don't move. You have another one, another account.
These are not UFOs. These are the chariots, angels of God, destroying evil men and evil women. Esau to me a military one stand against
like
God.
The cloud swallowed up that military chopper. Yeah, man. And that's funny how I said, let my people go, the Exodus. And at that time, I didn't even know about Moses being, let's get back to it, man. You just can't stop the power of who you ignorantly call God, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, man. Yahweh. And these devils know about this, man. It's all over the internet, man. It's everywhere. All of the sightings. You can't hide the sightings because the angels, they keep popping up and popping out. Everywhere you look, there's a new sighting of the angels popping up, popping out everywhere. From Brazil to Britain, to all through America, through South America, to everywhere. The angels are encamping everywhere, popping out everywhere because they're getting ready for the great and terrible day. But Exodus chapter 24, verse 18, New International Version, it says, then Moses entered the cloud. How can you enter a sky cloud? And I'm going to keep stressing that, because you can say this a million times and idiots still cannot conceive the power of God, or whom you ignorantly call God. It says, then Moses entered the cloud as he went up, or went on up the mountain. You wonder how Moses got up on the mountain in the first place. He entered the cloud. Ding, 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 ding. Moses entered the cloud. He entered the UFO, and the UFO dropped him off on top of the mountain. That's how he was up there for 40 days and 40 nights. It says, then Moses entered the cloud as he went up on the mountain, and he stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Moses entered the cloud. That's Exodus chapter 24, verse 18. And then when you go back to Luke, the gospel, so that's from the Old Testament to the New Testament, these UFOs, these UAPs, these angelic vehicles have been all cited throughout the Bible. But yet you have these devils telling you that this is some new phenomenon, and that these UFOs are something new, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And they always lying, trying to deceive the people, trying to tell you that the existence of who they ignorantly call God is not accurate or valid. And yet the Bible, his word, his living word, and us, the Israelites, prove that he exists. And not only us, the Israelites, but the clouds, the UFOs, the UAPs. This angelic power actually exists. This dimensional, extraterrestrial vehicles exist by the way of Yahweh. Now in this lesson with two precepts. Let's go to Luke chapter 9. Luke chapter 9. Where are you? Luke chapter 9 verse. Luke chapter 9. Luke chapter 9 verse. No, I ain't want Luke chapter 9. I wanted Luke chapter 1. That's what I wanted. Luke chapter 1 verse 37. Meanwhile, you have all of this spiritual phenomenon going on, but they got the people worried about some insignificant garbage. The next celebrity, the next celebrity breakup, the next car. You worried about the next car when we got flying UFOs and flying jets and planes, and you see what I'm saying? There's a whole phenomenon going. And then by this time, everybody is hip now, man. Everybody is woken up now. At least 60% of the population is woke. Like, this Matrix is straight bull shit. Excuse my Hebrew, but Luke chapter 1 verse 37, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Do you idiots fathom that? Luke 1:37, for with God nothing shall be impossible. For with God nothing shall be impossible. For with God nothing shall be impossible. So those UFOs, those UAPs, yeah, they're real. The ones that come from God, because you know the devil, he always like to imitate and be an imposter. You know, with the Project Bluebeam. But the real UFOs, the real UAPs, which are angels, which are clouds, they're the real deal, Holyfield. And these, you have pilots, people that work inside the militaries that can identify this and be witnesses to this. It's all over the internet. They spoke out. Your Pentagon just had a whole summit on it. So yeah, Luke 1:37, for with God, nothing shall be impossible. So there you have it. The UFOs, the UAPs, it's not too far-fetched. Like I said, 2 precepts. Let's grab Jeremiah, prophet Jeremiah, Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 27. Verse 27. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Jeremiah 32, verse 27. Behold, I am Yahweh, the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32, verse 27. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Not only flesh, but the earth and everything else that he created. It says, is there anything too hard for me? UFOs, UAPs, angelic transport, angelic transportation, these extra-dimensional and extraterrestrial vehicles. How can they just go in and out of the water and in and out of space and just jump and do all this extraterrestrial maneuvers? Because the power of God is unfathomable, you stupid imbecile. The power of God is unfathomable, you stupid imbecile. We're nothing but imbeciles, mere mortals, compared to the power of God, or who you ignorantly call God, Yahweh. And now you devils are shaking out of your boots because you know your time is short. You have done what you did to his people, which is us, the Israelites. And y'all day is coming, man. Y'all day is fastly approaching. Y'all day is fastly coming. But let's grab we'll end it with him, man. Why not end it with him, man? We'll end it with him.
A beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shoot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in. Shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot a...
Remind you that this missile is going... I'm exaggerating, 1 trillion miles per hour. But yet this UFO, this angel, is in front of it like it's going 1 mile per hour.
Another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shoot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out.
And it's literally shooting out the beam, like what you see in the movies, that beam. And that same beam is how the election is going to get beamed up into the ships. Enter thou into thy chambers and watch the overflow pass over, roughly paraphrased in Psalms.
The same way it came in. Shot a beam of light at the warhead, flew up to the top, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew around the direction it was flying, shot another beam of light at the warhead, flew down, shoot another beam of light at the warhead, and flew out the same way it came in.
So with that, I want to say, Call Halamla Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakadash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Tawada Yahweh Tawada Yahushai Tawada Yahweh Tawada Yahushai. It's almost over, man.